Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is Smart TCG, and today I'm going to be going over the two different ways to play Charizard EX currently in the standard format. Now, the two variants that we're going to be going over are the two most popular ones in my personal preferred choices when I play Charizard, and that is going to be Charizard with Unfair Stamp and Charizard with the Precious Trolley A-Spec. So today we're going to be going over both of the lists, and then we're going to hop into some games with both of those decks and show off some of the differences that they have. Now, hopping into the first one here, we have the Unfair Stamp version. Now, the biggest difference between the Unfair Stamp version and the Precious Trolley one is how many Buddy-Buddy Poffins that they play. The Unfair Stamp version plays a much heavier count of Buddy-Buddy Poffin, having 4, and a lower count of Iono. My Precious Trolley build that we will go over shortly has 3 Iono, as you have 1 less hand disruption card, as Unfair Stamp kind of counts as a hand disruption card as well, so you don't need as many Iono. Other than that, though, the list is relatively similar. This is currently my Charizard list, the one that I've been liking, and yeah, let's hop into the other one. Alrighty, hopping into it here, this is going to be my Precious Trolley build. So, Precious Trolley is an A-Spec, which reads, you get to search your deck for as many basic Pokemon as bench spaces you have, and you get to put them onto your bench, meaning that one Precious Trolley can completely fill up your bench. And that means you don't need as many cards like Buddy-Buddy Poffin as long as you're using the Precious Trolley on that first turn of the game. The Buddy Poffin is actually not something that is very, very useful. One of the biggest advantages of this list is that you have more space. Having access to the Precious Trolley means you don't need to play as many search cards like the Buddy-Buddy Poffins, meaning that you can commit to other cards in the deck, like third Iono, for example, and, something like that Collapse Stadium. So this is going to be my list. Both of them will be in the description of the video, along with also my Discord as well. Those links will all be down there. But anyways, let's hop into some games, show off both of these variants and how they work. And at the very end of the video, I'll go over which one I prefer the most. But if you enjoy the content, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and let's hop right into it. Alrighty, so hopping into it here, looks like we did start with the Precious Trolley, which is absolutely crazy. Got ourselves that trolley right off the bat, which is really nice, along with an Arven as well. So this hand looking much better than if that trolley was an Unfair Stamp. However, Arven would have pretty much been able to get me everything that I needed regardless. So I would have been happy, pretty much regardless of what A-Spec I had in my hand, because I had Arven Nest Ball anyways. So anyways, I am playing up against Ceruledge Palkia. Got to be careful, as they could potentially use that Radiant Greninja to wipe my board. So the nice thing about Trolley is I'll be able to get a full board. I'll be able to get 3 Charmander down, which I think is going to be important. And yeah, since I don't play Manaphy, this is a little bit scary, but we'll see. All right, going to draw for turn here. They have how many water in the discard? 2. So yeah, I should be able to get that Radiant Greninja out, which is a little bit scary. All right, we'll start off here with Precious Trolley. Gonna get ourselves Charmander. I think I want 3 on the board. It makes sense, especially if they knock out the active. I want to have just another one on the bench. That seems pretty good. Rotom as well. We could get another Pidgey, but they could just chase both of those anyway, so it doesn't really matter a whole lot. I could get Fezandipiti here too, but I think just getting Duskull is totally fine. It just gives me the option eventually to maybe go Briar for prizes. Because they have 130 HP Radiant Greninja on the board, so Dusknoir Briar does, help out quite a bit. So anyways, we're just going to go Precious Trolley, flop these all down. Pretty nice. We'll go attach for turn onto this Charmander, and then we'll just use that instant charge and draw 3. We have Nest Ball for Fezandipiti next turn. We have Evolve into Charmeleon as well, which is really nice. Arven will get us everything we need. So pretty crazy start here due to that Precious Trolley. So, looking pretty good. See exactly what happens here. So, from their perspective, they really do not want to attack with a Ceruledge into this Charmander if they have to, because then they're only taking 1 prize card, and then the next turn I can maybe go Counter Catcher KO the Squawkabilly, maybe even the Palkia as well if I pair that up with something like a Defiance Band. So, they definitely want to look for that Radiant Greninja, but from the looks of it here, just on what they're doing, doesn't look like they're going to be trying to attack with it. So, we do see a couple of Ceruledges getting evolved. This thing does have 270 HP, so it is a big boy, and we are going to see that knockout with the Abyssal Flames. So We're going to promote up this Charmander. Seems totally fine. I have access to Charmeleon as well, which is great. Can evolve into Dusclops too, which is really nice. And yeah, this is a absolutely beautiful start. So we're going to use our Nest Ball here. Going to get ourselves a Fezandipiti here. Let's see. We did prize the Defiance Band, which is important to know. All right. So get ourselves the Fezandipiti here. Seems fine. All right. We'll put that down. I can just go after the Squawkabilly. That seems totally okay. We'll go evolve into Charmeleon. I guess we'll just Fez first. See what we get. Fez for 3. Boss's orders. That's all fine. We'll go Charmeleon. Arven. We don't even need to Arven here. All right, we'll go evolve too. We'll evolve, attach. Yeah, we'll go Ultra Ball. Discard these two. Get Pidgeots. We'll go Rare Candy Pidgeot, and then Pidgeot for Zard, and then Arven for Rare Candy. That seems pretty good. Go Pidgeots. Rare Candy Pidgeot. And this start is crazy. Absolutely fantastic. We'll go quick search here. I'm going to get ourselves a Charizard. And then all we have to do is Arven for that Rare Candy. And we'll get ourselves that Seal Stone as well. Going to hold the Seal Stone. Don't really need to attach it here. I don't want to, incentivize them to chase after Rotom just yet. So we'll go Rare Candy, go Counter Catcher, KO Squawkabilly. And now they're in a situation where it's a little bit tricky because if they take the KO on Charizard, then I can just go Dusknoir Briar and just win the game right off the bat. So they're going to have to potentially, I don't really even know what they do here because I have Dusclops already sitting on the board. I kind of have everything I need. So we'll just go, Counter Catcher, bring up the Squawkabilly, take the knockout, go down to 4 prize cards. Yeah, things are looking pretty good here. I think really their best bet is maybe go Palkia V-Star, then boss KO Dusclops and take a 1 prizer off the board. Because if they just KO the active, I just go Dusknoir Briar and pretty much just the game right off the bat. So we'll see what they do here. There is the Radiant Greninja promotion. Palkia input down. Fezandipiti hitting the board too. So they got the V-Star, they got the Fezandipiti as well. They might just go for Radiant Greninja. That's also like fine for them. But then we can just go Boss's Orders, KO Fezandipiti. So that's like another thing too. That we can just chase Fezandipiti. That's totally fine. And if they go Radiant Greninja, I could even just go like Counter Catcher Briar. I still just have that because they go down to 3. Then I just go. Well, actually, no, I couldn't do that because I'd be down the Dusknoir. Well, yeah, I actually could not do that. So yeah, a Greninja would be a little bit scary if they were going down to 2 prizes, but they're not. So don't have to worry about it at all. Then putting Legacy Energy here just shouldn't matter just because I can just work around it. So, all right, concealed cards being used. Yeah, not really a concern here because we can just take out that Fezandipiti. We are going to need to bench another Charmander, though. That's going to be important. We are going to need to get one down. So we're going to need ourselves Stretcher or Super Odd to get ourselves a Charmander back onto the field. We do see Earthen Vessel being used, getting rid of a Fire Energy, getting themselves Fire and Water. All right. There is the Star Portal. Getting themselves 3 energy here. And Moonlight Shuriken going to be knocking out that Charmeleon and that Dusclops, most likely. Yep. Down goes those 2. However, going down to an odd price trade. So I do have to be a little bit worried if they do have access to Briar. That's the one thing I need to be kind of concerned of. So I probably need to like Counter Catcher KO Iono, most likely. So I do have to be careful here. That's one thing. I do have to be careful here. We'll go here. Fezandipiti. Okay. Yeah, Briar is a little bit annoying. A little bit annoying for sure. I mean, okay. They're down how many energy? 8. So I mean, it's gonna be pretty hard for them to hit everything. So okay. Let's just go Iono. Guess we can bench this too, just in case. Seems totally fine to bench this. Oh, Iono. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to make it as hard as possible for them to actually get there. There's Stretcher. Great. Okay, that's nice. We can just go Stretcher, Pidgeot, see what we got in here. Even if we didn't have the other counter catcher, it'd still be fine because we'd be Ionoing them to a low count. Anyways, but yeah. All right, there's counter catcher. Counter catcher Fez. Take that out. Go Night Stretcher. Charmander. Charmander on board. And yeah, I think we just have to Burning Darkness here. Trying to see if there's anything else I really need to do. I could like get Collapse Stadium here, but I really want to have access to this. It's like the big thing. I mean, I guess, yeah, they're already hitting enough anyway, so they just need Prime Catcher Briar. So I think I just have to KO, and if they miss, like, and they just have to punch the active, I just win the game on the spot. Because I have pretty much Fez, Steelstone, and also Pidgeot, so we'll be able to find it. But it is a little spooky here. I'm getting that first KO. It's pretty scary. There's Super Odd and Buddy-Buddy Poffin. All right, so comes down to this here. They will draw for turn. They did promote that Radiant Greninja, a signal that they're going to either try and Prime Catcher or just retreat and get the energy into the discard pile. I do wonder if they even have Briar, as they are playing the Palkia variants, but we'll see. All right, there is the Earthen Vessel, getting rid of a Ultra Ball. Most importantly, not an energy, so that's good. We'll see that Cycling Road being used to ditch one and draw a card. See that Radiant Greninja. There's an Earthen Vessel getting two more. All right, so yep, comes down to Prime Catcher Briar. If they get Prime Catcher Briar, they will win. They're still not actually really that close to what they need. All right, they're at 10. So that 230. Yeah, we'll see. All right, Fez hitting the board. 1, 2, 3. This is the big one because they have to play Briar. They can't play any other supporter. So if they just don't draw into Briar here, then they can't actually do anything. They also need Prime Catcher as well, because it's pretty unrealistic they'll hit 330 here. So we'll see. We'll see. If they do, they'll just get the KO on the active. Like if they have research and they just dump everything, then that's still fine, because then we can go like Radzard Gust KO, because we have Super Odd, we have everything we need. So all right, there's discard two more. That puts them up to 260, 270, 280, 290. Okay. Yeah, because we'll just have game, because we'll go Nest Ball for Radzard. We have an energy left. We also have Super Odd, so we go Nest Ball for Radzard, Sealstone for Boss's Orders, Pidgeot for energy. So, all right, there is the promotion of the Ceruledge. Will they be doing enough? Even if they aren't, or even if they are, doing enough, I think they do just lose here. And if they aren't, we'll just, it makes it even easier. We can just Sealstone for Boss. So, see what they get. Waiting on them to make that final decision. Counting up how many energies they have. Nope, looks like they just have Boss's Orders, going to bring up that Pidgeot. That's okay. They will be able to take the knockout here, but I have access to that Abyssal, or that Sealstone. So even though they did Abyssal Flames us, we will just be able to win the game there. So, all right, great. We'll draw for turn. Very easy and nice. Clean game. Clean game. I don't even know if they played Briar. If they played Briar, they had a shot, but if they didn't, they had no shot here. So Sealstone, getting that Boss's Orders. We'll be able to use the Boss's Orders to bring up the Palkia, and we'll be able to use that Burning Darkness to take the KO. So even though they were able to hit that Abyssal Flames knockout on that Pidgeot, we were able to get that KO and the game. All right, so that was the first version I wanted to show off. There was a Defiance Band hiding. Oh, I guess we also prized Fish as well. So prized a couple important things, but was still able to pull it out. So anyways, that was the first one. Nice and, smooth game. Got everything we needed. Got that turn one at Precious Charlie. And yeah, let's hop into the unfair stamp version. Alrighty, so hopping into it here, it looks like we're going up against Regidrago. We'll see how we're able to do against this. Looks like they got a Nest Ball to start off. Got ourselves two Buddy-Buddy Poffin, so don't actually need something like Precious Charlie if I was playing that variant. Okay, there is a Radiant Greninja in their deck. Interesting. All right, we'll see what we're able to do here. They don't play the Radzard. Instead, they do play the Radiant Greninja, which is kind of crazy. But all right, they do have themselves a pretty decent start. Okay, well, there's now a Charcadet on the board. It's very interesting. We'll see how we're able to do. Got ourselves Buddy Puffin. Pretty good start here. Got ourselves Pidgey Charmander. We have another Buddy Puffin as well. Sealstone, Arven, everything. If we need it. So we don't even need to Arven here in this situation. So things are looking pretty good. Going to get myself another Charmander. And I think I'll also get myself another Pidgey just to be safe here. Rather have another Pidgey on the board just in case like they Phantom Dive or something. So we'll get that out onto the board. And then I'm going to use Nest Ball. Going to get myself a Rotom. And then I will just be using that Instant Charge. Don't really need to attach that Sealstone just yet. And we'll Instant Charge, draw 3. And that's a pretty good draw right there. That's pretty good. I cannot complain about that. So pretty nice start. Everything that we need here. We have Rare Candy, Arven, all the goods. Looking pretty nice. Alrighty, what do they got here? So we know they have an energy on Regidrago. They got an energy on Tealmax, so pretty good start. They're just attaching here to Drago. There's research, Kyurem and Charcadets, So maybe they just play like a thin 2/2 Charcadet, or not Charcadet line, a thin 2/2 Ceruledge line. So they have it as an option late game because I mean you do discard a lot of energies, but you don't really play a whole lot. I mean like you discard a lot of them, but you don't actually have a lot. So or you also lost zone them. That's the other thing you do with the deck. So that's kind of the interesting thing. Yeah, they might just go for Kyurem here. If they do go for Kyurem, we have Unfair Stamp, which is really, really nice. So as opposed to the other variant where we'd be a lot more, concerned if they hit it. If they do it here, it's not the end of the world. So we have that Unfair Stamp. All right, there is the Ultra Ball. Gotta assume this is going to be for that Regidrago V-Star. Ditching Briar and Charcadet there. Getting themselves a Regis. We'll probably see that Legacy Star. That's the big thing. We want them to Legacy Star here. Because if they Legacy Star, then that means that if they, use something like Kyurem, there's a good chance that we can Unfair Stamp, trap this thing in the active for a turn, and then KO it the next turn with maybe a Radzard Defiance Band, and then we can really make that comeback. So that's the big thing, to have the Unfair Stamp in this matchup particularly. Helps you out quite a bit versus any of these, Regidrago decks. It's also very good in the mirror match as well. Having access to that, Unfair Stamp is very nice. Now, Trolley might be a little bit more consistent, but yeah, there's more comeback potential with this build. So anyways, there is the Legacy Star ditching the top 7 cards, and they get 2 back here. We'll see exactly what they get. Now, most importantly, I didn't see an energy switch discarded. That's a big thing here because they were looking for that energy switch. They really didn't discard a whole lot, though. I mean, they didn't get rid of that much here. They got rid of a couple grass energies. They got rid of Iono, Boss's Orders. Not too much hit the bin here. So there's a chance they just have it in hand and they burned it. Not 100% sure. But if they did miss that Kyurem, then we can evolve everything pretty much, and Kyurem is not actually, a threat anymore. So, all right, taking 2 cards. I really hope that they missed it here, but we'll see. All right, there's another Ogerpon coming out here. Gonna see that teal mask. I mean, I got to assume that they're gonna find it eventually. You'd think, right? Because if like you Legacy Star and you haven't seen Energy Switch left, like you haven't seen one, you got to assume there's some left in the deck, right? There has to be, unless they prized all of them. So yeah, they still have that one Teal Mask. They've already used Greninja. They've already used, Teal Mask. So they've already kind of used most of their stuff. So see what they got here. All they need is an energy switch to pull off that Kyurem. Maybe their goal with this deck is to like Kyurem early, like dump a bunch of energies and then attack with Ceruledge. I have a feeling that's like their strategy with this deck, which is actually kind of cool. Okay, they missed. All right, that's what we needed. We needed a miss there. We got time. We can start to do things. We can actually potentially get a KO here. So things are looking much better. We got ourselves Arven. We can get ourselves another Rare Candy potentially. We'll just put this Seal Stone down. I think I'm just going to start off with Seal Stone here. Get ourselves a Pidgeot. Where's the pigeon? Pidgeot. Okay. Rare Candy Pidgeots. I guess I can just Dusknoir KO this. Yeah, we can just go Dusknoir, bomb this, and then we can just keep up with the prize trade. We do burn a lot of rare candies, but we have them, I believe, all in deck. So we'll go quick search. I believe we have them. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we prized one actually. Okay, so we'd have to go into Charmeleon as well this turn. A little sketchy. So let's get Zard. That's the next thing we know we need. It's Charizard. Seems fine. I mean, I could just I could go Dusclops KO. Like, I have options here. I mean, we'll go here. I can go Ultra Ball, discard, get Charmeleon, Arven, Ultra Ball, Defiance Band. That doesn't work. I actually just don't have enough. Okay, so I need to go Rare Candy Zard. Because I don't want to burn the third Rare Candy. If I had all Rare Candy in deck, I could easily do this. I just don't. So that is a problem. All right, so we'll just go Infernal Rain. 1, 2, 3. Then Dusclops, Boss's Orders. Blow that up. I have my other super out. This is like complicated. I mean, we have a nutty hand, but it is like a little bit convoluted. We'll go here. Ultra Ball. 1, 2. Dusclops. Dusclops. Plop 50. Yeah, I just could never have like reasonably burned all 3 rare candy, so I think this was fine. I could have never burned all 3 of them. If I had them, I could have, but we'll put 50 probably just here because they're not at range of like really threatening anything. So yeah, we'll just put it here. Give them a prize card. Doesn't feel great to do, but I mean, this is the best way I can take a KO, I think, this turn. Give him a prize, promote, Boss's Orders, and KO. Okay. So, I got KO here. That's what we needed. They burned V-Star as well, so... Okay. That was good. What we needed. Let's see what they end up getting. They do attack me with Teal Mask. That's fine, because then we can just go attack with Zard again, and then we can just attack with another Zard. We can just keep making Zards, potentially. Or actually, we could just go Rad Zard. That's the other thing we could do. Because we put the 50 onto the Regidrago, so we can just Rad Zard for game very easily. We have 3 Arven in hand, so that's kind of crazy. Let's see if they even get here. I mean, we're just on pace to win. I think we are just very well on pace to win this game easily. We have Arven, so we can just go Arven, Rare Candy, Pidgeot, for Zard, Evolve, KO. There's just not a whole lot that they can do here, I think. They could potentially Phantom Dive this turn. That's the one thing, but I don't even know if they play it. They could Phantom Dive for 3, but then I can just like Iono KO and then put them down to 2 cards, or I could just Rad Zard KO. So actually, that's what I'd do. So even if they go Phantom Dive down to 2, I just go Promotes. I can go Unfair Stamp actually with Arven and then just Rad Zard KO because there's already 50 on it. And then there's a really low chance they find everything. So I think regardless, we should just win. I think we have everything we need. There's Prime Catcher bringing up the Pidgeot. That's the scary thing, though, this turn. Because if they are able to attack me with Regidrago, attack with Raging Bolts, that is not fun. But we have Unfair Stamp, right? So we could use Arven for the Unfair Stamp and the Defiance Band, KO, and we'll be looking okay. So they would go down to 3. All right, there's Teal Mask being used. Another one hitting the board, drawing some more cards, sealed cards, discarding more as well. Yeah, so actually, we don't even need Defiance Band. Yeah, because we already put the 50 there. See? Worked out. There's an energy. Yeah, so we're going to get KO'd here. And I guess the strategy is like to use like Bellowing Thunder and stuff, like blow a bunch of energies and then attack with Sarah, which is actually kind of a cool combo. I mean, it is kind of cool, actually. The good thing is that they are down Briar, or else they could go like Briar Game, which is kind of cool. But they are down Briar as well. So we will see that Apex Dragon. They did what they needed to do here. This is what exactly they had to do. They had to take a KO on this Pidgeot, because I already have the lead. So if you're just, knocking out attackers and not Pidgeot's going to just keep, letting me get those attackers. So smart play by them, getting rid of this Pidgeot here. But we still have Charizard on board. We have Charmander on the bench as well. Things are still looking pretty good for us. So there is that Bellowing Thunder there, getting rid of the 4. Going to be able to take a couple of prize cards. Now, as long as they don't play Palpad, they can't Briar. So we could just like go knockout here. And then I don't know if they can actually do anything. I don't really think I need to Radzard. I'd always Radzard next anyways. They attack with Teal Mask. We just go, yeah. So we'll go here. We'll just promote the Charizard. We can Unfair Stamp this turn as well. Really kind of depends what we top deck. That's a Fire Energy. That's not bad. We can go Arven. Arven for Nest Ball. This seems fine. I mean, we just get Fez down at this point. We win the game with Radzard. Okay. Yep, we'll just do that. Nest Ball. Fez. Fetch return. So yeah, typically if they knock out your Pidgeot, just getting down like Fez usually is enough. There's Nest Ball, which is quite nice. We could just get it down right now. I mean, I have no problem just putting down Radzard. I think that's fine, because if they KO, it doesn't matter. If they hand us up, we want it on board. We'll just get that, and yeah, as long as you're just drawn to an energy or anything like that, it's totally fine. I mean, we actually just have game in hand, because we can just Arven, Ultra Ball, and Charizard. So yeah, this should be good. The reason we attached here as well is just because we wanted to have on there, just so we don't draw into more energies. They attack me with Ceruledge, then we need to then go in with Zard. So I think doing that was fine. Yeah, we'll just Birding Darkness, take the KO here. As long as there's no Briar, or a second one, which would be kind of crazy, we should be okay. We didn't even need to Unfair Stamp there, because as long as they don't have that, should be fine. And I just wanted to take the guaranteed, Fezandipiti. I didn't want to Unfair Stamp and then not find, Nest Ball. And then it would get a little bit awkward, as then there would be actually a decent chance I would miss. So, all right, there's Steel Dance. Draw 1. Vessel. Ditch and Ceruledge. Getting 2 energies. There is the Fez. How much are they even doing with Ceruledge now? They're up to 220, up to 250. Yeah, dang. So they were doing quite a bit of damage. All right. There's a Greninja. See what they have. Do they have another energy? Even if they do, though, we just have game. We just have Rare Candy Pidgeot, get Fire Energy, attack. We also have Boss's Orders. So even if they had like KO with Ceruledge, we just have Boss's Orders for game. So got everything we need here. I don't think there's anything that they can do. Let's see what they got. Yep, there is an attachment. Drawing another card. Kind of going through their whole deck here. I mean, if they have Palpad, they would just win, because they just go. I mean, if they hadn't used a support, yeah. Right. Let's see. Yeah, they would probably just win with Palpad, but they go Palpad and then Fez. That's all they have to do. All right, there's Iono. All we got to do is find a Fire Energy. There is the Arven It's a piece. There's Nest Ball. Getting down something. It's like nothing. How much energy do we think they have left? They're down 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We think they only play 16. I don't know. They probably have another stretcher left, but yeah, it comes down to this. As long as we find an energy, or rare candy, or an ultra ball off draw for turn and Fez, we just instantly win the game because we get Pidgeot out. All right, there it is. Myriad Leaf Shower. Taking that KO, we have Unfair Stamp as well. It's another thing here. That's the nice thing, is that we could also just Unfair Stamp and hope we find the pieces too. So we have much more draw power at the end of the game here to be able to actually seal this up. So, all right, we got ourselves the fish here. I think we'll just put the fish down. Let's see. We have 2 fire, stretcher, Unfair Stamp. Oh yeah, we just have it with stretcher. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, we just have it anyways. Actually, I wasn't 100% sure if the stretcher was in deck, but it is in deck, so thankfully we do have it. All right, we'll just grab Arven. We already had one in hand. Get that. Retreat. And then we can just stretcher for a game. So there we go. Was able to win it there. Didn't even need the Unfair Stamp in that game. And that is going to do it. Now, the big question is which version do I like more? I like them both. I think it, kind of depends on what matchups you want to be better against. If you want to be better against Regidrago, having access to that Unfair Stamp is really nice. If you want to be better versus the mirror match, having access to that Unfair Stamp is really nice. However, the majority of other matchups, having that little extra consistency on that first turn with that trolley, I think is what sets it apart a little bit. So personally, I think they're both solid. What I would say is I think trolley might be slightly better in this format, but I think they're both quite good. Anyways, that is going to do it for the video. I hope you found this video informative, showing off both versions of Charizard right now. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We will be doing a giveaway as we get closer to 10,000 subscribers. So make sure to leave a sub, and yeah, we'll be able to enter into that soon. All right, thanks for all the support as always. This is Smart TCG, and I'll speak with you guys again soon. All right, peace out.